Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, so if I say celery, what comes to mind? Probably, crunchy water, maybe something you dip.
Yeah, the standard view is it's just diet food, maybe a garnish, kind of boring.
Right, just green filler.
But
Yeah.
that view, it's really not the full story. We've been digging into sources today that call it something else entirely, a powerhouse of nutrients, even an ancient medicinal herb.
So that's our mission for this deep dive. Figure out why, what's the science, what are the practical reasons it gets called nature's green elixir.
And maybe the best place to start is that fact everyone kind of knows but doesn't think about.
The water content.
Exactly. It's nearly 95% water, which sounds simple, but it's the foundation.
Okay, let's unpack that. So 95% water, but it's not just water, is it? What else is going on there internally?
No, definitely not just water. That water is loaded with natural electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium. These aren't trivial amounts either.
And these electrolytes, what do they specifically do, according to the sources, beyond basic hydration?
Well, they play a big role in detoxification. Think of them helping to regulate your body's fluid balance. They really support kidney function, helping flush out metabolic waste, toxins.
So it's like enhanced hydration. The minerals help the water do its job better.
Pretty much, yeah. The sources suggest that because the water comes with these balanced minerals, your body absorbs and uses it more efficiently than just plain water. So that detox effect gets a boost.
Okay, that makes sense, flushing the system. But then the sources pivot pretty quickly to something really specific, the vascular connection, blood pressure.
Right, and this is where it gets fascinating, because it's not just general goodness. We're talking about specific plant compounds called phthalides.
Phthalides, okay, never heard of them. What do they do?
Their main action, according to the research, is relaxing the smooth muscle tissue around your blood vessels.
Wait, hold on. A compound in celery relaxes muscle tissue and blood vessels. That
Oh.
sounds significant.
It is. Think of it like this. Stress or diet can make those vessels tighten up, right? Like lanes closing on a highway.
Mm.
That increases pressure. Okay.
Yeah.
Phthalides seem to act like a signal to widen those lanes again. They relax the vessel walls, blood flows more easily, and that naturally helps lower high blood pressure over time.
So it's a direct mechanical effect, almost.
Yeah, it seems to be quite a targeted physiological action.
Yeah.
Really elevates celery beyond just being, crunchy water. It connects directly to cardiovascular health.
Which is huge. Okay, so we've got hydration, detox, circulation, but internal health really starts in the gut, doesn't it? What do the sources say about digestion?
Oh, definitely. Two main things here. First, the obvious one, fiber.
Hmm.
Celery's got plenty of insoluble fiber, which adds bulk, helps regulate bowel movements, keeps things moving smoothly. The basics of good digestion.
Right, the scrubbing effect. We expect that from vegetables.
But the second part is more about chemistry. Celery contains natural digestive enzymes.
Enzymes. Okay, how do they help?
They help break down food more efficiently.
Uh-huh.
So if you sometimes feel bloated or have indigestion after eating, celery might actually help ease that because it's assisting the breakdown process.
Mm.
Less work for your gut.
Interesting. And there was a detail about the seeds specifically that caught my eye.
Yes, this is really key. The seeds are apparently even more potent in some ways. They contain compounds that actually stimulate your body to produce more digestive juices.
Like kickstarting the process?
Exactly. More
Okay.
gastric juice, more bile. It preps your system for digestion even before the food hits hard, which improves nutrient absorption overall.
Wow, okay. Seeds. Noted. And a healthy gut, that links directly to immunity, doesn't it?
Absolutely. A huge part of your immune system resides in your gut. So optimizing digestion is step one. But celery also brings, the more standard immune boosters.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C, yes, plus a range of other antioxidants and phytonutrients. These all work together to strengthen the immune response, help your body fight off infections, protect cells from damage.
Which brings us neatly to weight management. People eat celery sticks because they're low calorie, but is there more to it than just filling up on something low cal?
There is. It's not just about restriction. Because it's high fiber and high water, it makes you feel full really quickly. Satiety is high.
Right.
But crucially, it does this without spiking your blood sugar. So you get fullness and hydration, which gives sustained energy without the crash you might get from other snacks. It keeps you feeling good while being low calorie. It's a genuinely beneficial snack for weight management, not just a placeholder.
Okay, that makes sense. Now let's get into what, for me, was the most compelling part, the anti-inflammatory aspect. Section 3 in our notes talks about an anti-inflammatory arsenal. This sounds serious.
It really is. This is where we need to talk about specific antioxidants, particularly two flavonoids, luteolin and apigenin.
Luteolin and apigenin. Okay, fancy names. What makes them special?
Well, they're not just general antioxidants. They seem to target specific pathways involved in inflammation. You know how the body uses certain enzymes like COX2 to create inflammation signals?
Like what some medications target.
Exactly. Luteolin and apigenin appear to inhibit some of these key inflammatory enzymes and pathways. They act almost like a switch, dialing down that chronic inflammatory signaling.
So they're interrupting the process at a molecular level, not just soothing symptoms.
That seems to be the mechanism, yes.
Yeah.
Which makes celery potentially really relevant for chronic low-grade inflammation. Things like arthritis, joint pain, maybe even some autoimmune issues where inflammation's a driver. Regular intake could be a natural tool to help manage that systemic inflammation.
That is genuinely fascinating. Okay, so knowing all this, how do we use it? The sources went beyond just eating it, right? Into some practical, almost DIY remedies.
Yeah, showing its versatility, which explains why it was used medicinally for so long. The easiest one starts with the seeds again. Celery seed tea.
Okay, how do we make that, and what's it for?
Super simple. Just steep about a teaspoon of celery seeds in hot water for, say, 10 minutes. Then strain it. The taste is quite earthy, a bit bitter.
Often a sign something's potent.
Right. The sources claim drinking this regularly is great for soothing inflammation, maybe easing muscle spasms, and definitely helps with that post-meal bloating, thanks to those digestive juice-stimulating compounds we talked about.
Interesting. A simple tea. Okay, what about external uses? That surprised me. Celery for beauty, like a celery face toner?
Yeah, sounds weird, right? But it leverages the minerals and the hydration. You basically blend fresh celery stalks with a little water, strain the juice really well,
Okay.
and then you can use that juice as a toner. Some sources suggest adding a splash of witch hazel for extra astringency.
Why would that work? What's in the celery juice that helps skin?
The sources point to silica, which is important for collagen, potentially giving a mild tightening feel, and also vitamin K. Plus, the sheer hydration and natural pH are soothing, might help calm irritation, maybe tighten pores temporarily. It's refreshing.
Huh. A natural toner. Does it keep?
Good point. No, not really. Because it's fresh, you've got to keep it refrigerated and use it within like 3 days max. The good stuff degrades fast.
Got it. Fresh is key. And the other topical use was for hair. A celery juice hair rinse.
Same strain juice. After you shampoo, you just pour it over your scalp and hair, massage it a bit, leave it for 5 minutes, then rinse out.
And the benefit.
It acts as a gentle scalp cleanser. Helps remove product buildup naturally. Plus, the nutrients might boost shine and could soothe an itchy scalp. Kind of a natural, clarifying, and conditioning rinse.
All right, so we know how it works internally. We've got tea, toner, hair rinse. Let's bring it back to the kitchen. The sources had some specific recipes to make incorporating celery easy and tasty. Can we quickly recap those?
Sure. 3 main ideas. First, the celery green detox juice. This one's designed as a daily kickstart.
What's in it?
Celery, obviously. Green apple for a bit of sweetness. Cucumber for more hydration. A good knob of ginger and lemon juice. That ginger is key, adds warmth and extra digestive power. Great morning drink.
Sounds potent. Okay, what else?
Second, something simpler, focusing on texture. Crunchy celery and apple salad. Thinly sliced celery, diced apple, maybe some walnuts for crunch. The dressing is super light, just olive oil and lemon juice. It's all about that fresh crunch and getting fiber and healthy fats.
Nice. A good side dish or light lunch. And the third one?
The third was specifically framed as an anti-inflammatory meal. Celery and carrot soup with ginger.
Ah, a warm option. How does that target inflammation?
The recipe emphasizes sautéing onion and plenty of fresh ginger first, before adding the celery and carrots and broth. Sautéing the ginger helps activate its anti-inflammatory compounds. Then you blend it all smooth. It's comforting, easy to digest, and delivers those flavonoids like luteolin and apigenin in a really soothing format.
Perfect for when you're feeling run down or achy. Okay, so let's pull it all together. We started with celery as, boring diet food. Where have we ended up?
We've ended up seeing it as this incredibly versatile functional food. It works on so many levels: circulation, digestion, detoxification, inflammation, even skin and hair health. It's about restoring balance, boosting energy, promoting overall wellness from the inside out.
It really does seem to earn that title, nature's green elixir.
I think so. It's accessible, it's affordable, and the potential benefits are pretty profound.
It really is powerful. And thinking about how its long history as a medicinal herb got kind of forgotten, it leaves me with a final thought for you listening. If celery holds all this power we overlooked, What other common kitchen staples, things we just see as basic ingredients, might also be hiding ancient health secrets? What other everyday foods are just waiting for us to rediscover their potential as, nature's healers?
That's a great question. Definitely something to ponder. What else is hiding in plain sight in your pantry or fridge?
Something to think about. Until our next deep dive, farewell.